candy cane production requires precise temperatures and timing. Even today, many steps are done by hand to maintain the shape and stripes.
Remember lizards?
Yeah.
They weren't always that way. 1.9 million years ago.
Yes.
They had much bigger teeth.
Remember your fat Uncle Jimmy, who's diabetic?
He wasn't always that way. He was fun.
He used to be a varsity athlete, but then he met Miranda.
He didn't always pick up your RC cars and throw them over the fence into the neighbor's yard.
But when he does, it's with diabetes. I'm ashamed of you.
Didn't you just say you were proud of me recently?
I am proudly ashamed of you.
Last episode, you were like, I'm so proud of you. You don't give yourself enough credit for how smart you are.
I am proudly ashamed of the both of us.
And now we're back to...
And I'm gonna and here's why. Because it is the eve of Christmas, if you will. And this is like the most important holiday to the both of us. Even though Thanksgiving is my favorite, this is still a very important holiday. And we have nothing. No facts about Christmas, no jingle songs,
I'm wearing a hat.
Rudolph. You're wearing a hat, but Gary, come on, you wear that hat even when it's not Christmas, because we both know it's Christmas in your heart. All the time.
I have been wearing this hat since I was 5.
It's a Santa hat.
My parents gave this to me when I was 5 years old.
Yeah.
It used to be like wispy. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Like the wispy white hairs.
Yes.
Like the beard of a man who's been playing chess in a park for 90 years, and he hasn't shaved since then.
Like on that Pixar short.
Yes, but wasn't he bald? Anyway.
I don't remember.
My parents gave this to me. I've worn it every year since I was 5. I'm 37, about to turn 38. And one year when I got married, Audrey was like, ugh. You should wash that. And I was like, yeah, I should wash it. And then it went in the washer, and then it came out like this.
You look like Mary Bo Peep. Yes, you do.
It looks like a sheep fleece now. And it came out, and I was like, aw. And I just put it on and continued through my day.
Biscuits, if you want to make sure that we don't make that aw noise, why don't you click like and subscribe wherever you're listening to. Give us a 5-star review, and maybe we'll have the funds to get Garrett a new Christmas Santa hat.
If you like, comment, and subscribe all at the same time, you could win your very own Hug-a-Dug.
No, we're not doing this. We're finally back to Hug-a-Dug, just like last year.
Did Hug-a-Dug,
great, Garrett.
Did Hug-a-Dug come on the podcast last year?
Yes, he did. He did. This is the same bit we did a year ago. No one knows who Doug is, unfortunately, because he's a great man.
I forgot that we did this already. Just like I forgot that we did an Ode to Fall twice.
So we're just going to dive right in. We're going to dive down deep past the Christmas cheer, past the Christmas spirit. And what I want to do, because Garrett has been subliminally like pulsing this through our text messages throughout the last week or two. And we're gonna dive into it because I'm really excited. Garrett's plate is so full right now that he could feed an entire nation of starving people. Yeah. And every time we talk, he's like, "Sorry, I'm just being dragged to hell. Sorry, I'm just being torn into pieces because I'm so busy. Sorry, everybody's asking everything of me all at once."
This is the only Christmas thing we have, unfortunately, and it's very humbuggy. But I do have a very Christmas bee in my bonnet right now.
Does a Christmas bee, is it like red and white striped rather than yellow and black?
But instead of stinging you, it just sips a cup of eggnog.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
It's like
just like,
I'll get around to singing you in the spring. Just let me finish this.
Let's just wait. It's like Jewish. Let's just wait till after New Year's, just so we could just recalibrate.
He's a tough New Yorker bee. Is that what you just turned him into?
I said Jewish. He's a Jewish bee.
I was gonna sting you, but it's Christmas, okay? So you know what? I'm just gonna buzz around your ear And
Italian bee in your bonnet. You know what? I was gonna sting you.
find my
but the
way
boss,
into your bonnet.
I was gonna sting you, but the boss said not yet. Enjoy your holidays. I'll see you after New Year's.
Instead, why don't you look down at your shoes? And then there's just a hive
Yeah.
of hornets.
Yes.
Okay, so you know how I've done a Christmas production every year for like the last 8 years, like a full blown adult like Christmas, like what's it called? I'll say that again, like a full blown Playhouse Square, only in like our church style, like thing every year.
I think you give yourself too much credit. It's still amazing, but yes.
So last year took me down to like the lowest point of, like the second lowest point in my life, because
I remember.
It was bad.
You were like, I'm never doing this again.
Yeah,
I am done.
I told
this
you
is
that.
it.
I told you that in confidence.
No, you told the entire podcast.
Confidence that you would say everything about it to everyone public that you can.
You said it in the episode.
I know.
I thought. What?
I know. I think I did. Yeah. So this year, we did a whole thing where we handed off the baton, if you will, to the kids ministry.
God help us all.
And Caleb, Pastor Caleb, we call him here. He took it, and it was like, you know that meme from The Office where it's Michael Scott and he's like shaking the hand of Ed Truck.
Yes,
You know what I'm talking about?
I do. Yes, I do.
It was me standing there all confidently, like came through the other side all shining, and like now I have this huge ego and like this, I can carry this huge weight, and I came through the other side like shining like a champion. And Caleb was like, "I'll take it." And last year we did a whole thing where we did a speech in front of everybody, and we were like, "This is the last year. Pastor Garrett's handing off the baton to Pastor Caleb," and he was like, "And I'm loving it." And so around like October, I started telling him like, "Okay, storms are brewing," and I could tell like by the look in his eyes, like the wide-eyed, glassy, like deer, like little baby deer, like in the meadow. He's all excited. He's like starting to get like his scripts in order, like, you know, getting a couple lead roles from his kids. And I'm trying to warn him. I'm like, "Dude, in about 2 months, you are going to need me to pull you down off the roof." It took him 2 weeks to get to that point. So in the meantime, I'm thinking to myself, I've done the right thing. I'm like, I've handed this off. Like there's no like I'm going to be able to have Christmas with my family. I'm going to be able to like spend time like around the tree with my daughter, you know, like go look at Christmas lights, drink hot cocoa, you know, all this stuff. Let me tell you about Sunday.
You poor fool.
Sunday, I woke up at 5 to get into church early to check if what had been unhooked from the kids' production on Friday night. Not like if there had been something unhooked. What had been unhooked? Yeah,
this isn't a question. This isn't a matter of like did something or not. It's how much.
Yeah. And if Caleb, if you're listening, or somebody involved in the production is listening, I am not casting shade. I am not whatsoever. Y'all did an amazing job. I don't blame you at all. However,
oh gosh, it's our favorite word.
I did know that things would be unhooked and there would be a problem. So I woke up at 5. I went in, found all the stuff that had been like unhooked, like what wasn't working, fixed it. Took an hour. We did 3 services. We had a production on Sunday night, so they were turning it around to do it again. Right, so Sunday night they had to hook everything back up, set up the entire set from church. I helped them hook up everything, like pull everything, hook it back where it needed to go, test microphones, blah blah blah. Then we had some overdubs to do for this Christmas album that we're doing, right? So I had to like do some overdubs for some vocals who led worship at the Christmas album, like just fix some things that didn't go well during the actual recording. I had packed everything up. I took my drum set to a gig rehearsal because I have a job as a side musician. Apparently that doesn't stop. We did 3 hours of rehearsal. Came back, did another overdub at 6 p.m. went into the auditorium to join the kids' Christmas production. Went home.
And biscuits, just so you guys know, during all of this time, I'm on my couch eating Lay's potato chips. Garrett, please continue.
Because you had a snow day, didn't you?
I did on Monday, yes.
Yeah,
it was great.
So you had the weekend and an additional day of snow, which I was so happy about to hear.
My wife was less passive to me because I think she's just accepted the fact that this is our reality.
Yeah, that it's going to snow and you're going to be stuck at home together?
No, that it's going to snow and I'm going to be at home all cozy and she has to drive to work.
Oh, yeah. I think the last time we talked about this, she was sick. And she had to drag her half dead body to work, and you were eating cheesy poops.
Yeah.
Bye, honey. See you later.
Enjoy your snow day. Oh man.
I think from time to time our wives both want to flip us off.
I think
but they don't because they're nicer.
What? Wait, yours isn't?
No,
Pause.
she doesn't. She does not do that. So anyway,
to your face.
We did the Christmas production. I had a couple different people come up to me giving me pointers, recording. Our recording engineer had some things to talk to me about the process of getting things mixed and mastered. I went home, did a couple finishing touches on a mix or whatever. I went home and I got to bed at almost midnight. So from 5 a.m. to midnight. So anyway,
isn't all that of that Boys Like Girls? 5 minutes to midnight. Or something?
It is. It is a song. That's one of my favorite songs.
5 minutes to midnight. Yeah, see?
That's the song that Audra and I walked out of our wedding to.
Gosh,
I don't know if I've ever told you that.
Why is your marriage just surrounded by that band? I'll never know.
It's the reason we're married, dude. I think I texted you this.
You did, yeah. Biscuits, if you don't know, there's a band called Boys Like Girls. It was really popular in the mid-2000s. The Great Escape is their greatest claim to fame, but they have also a lot of other good stuff.
Yeah. So I met Audrey, who was not interested in me at all in Australia. Yeah. And I said to myself, I have got to figure out how to marry this girl because none other better one is coming along anytime soon or ever.
And he didn't even know she was South African royalty. This was purely just.
I didn't
natural.
know that she was from a house on the beach in San Diego. I didn't know her status in life. I just knew that she was beautiful and she knew who she was and she was confident and I liked it. So I got to know her over a couple weeks, and I had my hands on some recording equipment, and I knew that she liked this band, Boys Like Girls, and I had heard of them, but they weren't I had a CD, but I wasn't a major fan. I found out she was a fan.
Eagles, yeah.
So I recorded the song Thunder, and I just on my guitar, and I had my friend help me do a demo of it, and I sent it to her. She didn't know that I knew that she was a big fan, and I said, "Hey, I've been recording some music. You want to check it out?"
Great.
Yeah. I sent it to her over the internet, which barely existed in 2007.
Lies, but go ahead. That's not true.
And she tells me to this day that was the moment that she noticed me.
Noticed, good.
Yeah,
yes, not fell in love, but noticed. Yeah. Okay, yes.
And I wrote a song. I think I had that backwards. I think I played that song on piano for her, and that was when she noticed me. She noticed me, and then I recorded a song that I wrote for her and sent it to her, and then she was like, "Okay, I think I like this guy." Yeah. So without Boys Like Girls, I don't know where I would be, but it would just be me, you, and Shelby.
Which is the worst sitcom title in the world. I truly think that she fell in love with you because she realized you were the only one with a California accent she was going to find on that part of the world who pronounced their nose correctly. And you take what you can get, right?
Yeah. So I like Boys Like Girls for that reason. They gave me Audrey. So thank you. Oh, and then we met them in Australia the next year. Did I ever tell you this? And they
were totally arrogant. They're like, wow, you came all the way around the world just to listen to us?
And Audrey was just standing there smiling, and she just goes, no. So anyway, all I was saying was that was my day on Sunday, and it's been like that. I'm not going to drag you through the Saturday, but it was the same thing. Wake up early. I didn't get to bed till like midnight. So anyway, the bottom line of what I'm saying, the Christmas bee in my bonnet, is I gave away this thing so that I could have freedom this holiday season. And nothing, absolutely nothing has changed at all in any way. I'm still busy to the brim. Here's the thing. The holidays, if you're not careful, it just fills up. You know what I mean? You don't even have to try. It just fills up. In fact, you have to try to not be busy. And here's the thing. Because people come to you like your boss or something, be like, hey, the Christmas party's on this day. And it's like, you have a choice. Like, you can say, like, no, I don't want to be busy this holiday season, so I'm not coming. But then you start getting these things of like, okay, well, okay, all right. So you have to say yes to all this stuff. You know what I mean? And like, family is no different too. Like, family will like pull you in and make you attend things. So I don't know what to do about it, but there's a bee in my bonnet because I was hoping to be a little bit chill this year, and I didn't get to.
All right, so are you done complaining about how your holiday fills up and mentioning family? Because now it's my turn.
I made an album, and I'm producing it right now, and I have to speak in 2 weeks. Go ahead.
Okay. I have two parents that divorced under the eyes of God because they no longer loved each other. My mother decided to go still live at the same home that she lived in, and rightfully so. She deserves to have a roof over her head and a nice fire under the hearth of her family. My father now lives in a different home and married an Filipino woman who's almost 30 years younger than him and with a stepdaughter. I also have to go to my wife's. Don't have to. I get to do all this. I also get to go to my wife's family's house. Okay. I also get to go to my wife's family house and celebrate with like 80 other people. So I have committed an entire flippin' week of my life to go see a bunch of different family, half of which won't even talk to each other, to enjoy this little thing called the birth of Christ, which every single year gets more and more distant, and having to buy gifts for every single freaking person on a salary of a teacher and someone else who works in healthcare. So yeah, we're both busy this holiday season.
Well, dang.
I don't know anything about a busy holiday, Garrett. No.
You deserve some of that eggnog. But yeah, you understand what I'm saying. It's like,
completely.
Why is Christmas so tricky? It doesn't feel like it should be that hard. Just say no to everything and you'll be fine.
Here's the thing about people and
wait, hold on, hold the phone. Are either of your parents biscuits?
No.
Okay.
I don't even think
have you told him about the podcast?
My mother knows. I don't think my father knows like what I even do for a living.
Oh.
He
just shows up to your house with a construction crew and a jackhammer, and he's just like, "All right, you ready to connect, son?"
Oh my gosh. No, he'll just show up with his new wife and child that he didn't tell me until 2 weeks before they got married. He's like, "I'm ready to connect with you." Yeah. My sister-in-law is a biscuit though. Catherine. She's amazing. We call her Kat. She's awesome. Second generation Vietnamese. Gave me a half Vietnamese, half white baby nephew named Kenny the Third.
Stay away from all men called Henry. Stay away from all men who are kings who call themselves Henry.
Why? Where did that come from?
Didn't he marry and behead like 3 Catherines?
I don't know. There was a lot of that during that spread of time. Yeah.
I started getting the feeling as I was looking into his story that he was just looking for Catherines. He's like, "What? You're a Catherine? Okay, cool."
Will you bring me a son? No. All right, next.
Yeah. Have you ever watched that show called The Tudors?
No, but I know what it's about.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
It's about the royal family.
It's pretty good.
You're really into history lately, my man.
It's not lately, dude. I've been into history.
I don't recall that. I remember when I was getting to know you.
It makes me sad that you're not a history teacher.
Oh, I will be. I'm going to.
You are?
Yes.
Are you going to be a professor?
Yes. Maybe not at a university, but I will be at the middle school I'm at one day, yeah. So as it's tradition for almost every episode.
As is tradition, he promised that he would get him the episode very shortly. And as is tradition, Wednesday. He is sitting on his computer.
He lied. As it's tradition,
He
there's
did
always
not
a note.
send the episode, as is tradition.
There is a note that says Garrett gets in trouble.
Oh, yeah,
and
I got
feel
in
like
trouble.
That's pretty much, yes, I feel like that's pretty much the premise for everything you do, whether it's at the grocery store or just trying to live your life. So on this special Christmas edition, Garrett, how did you get in trouble, holiday spirit edition?
I got in trouble because a lot of people thought that I was angry and being passive-aggressive this week.
Which is probably true, but go ahead.
And here's the thing. I don't know what to do about this.
Okay.
A lot of people have been telling me like you're angry.
You
Not
have
you,
been.
like me. Like,
well,
hey,
I haven't been telling you.
You're angry. And I'm like, but I don't feel angry. And they're just
Listen.
like, no, you're angry. And I'm like,
No, here's the thing, Garrett, pause. I have been noticing for like the past week or two, you have been much more down lately, and it seems like upset, but I haven't been saying anything because I'm like, he'll figure it out. He'll do this.
The last couple weeks, I haven't been sick. So like, and I told this to the
So
people
you're
that I
just
got in trouble
mad.
with. I don't know I don't know. Like, I don't know where this is coming from, but even Audrey says it. She's just like, she literally said these words. She was like, you're not being honest with yourself, and I can't talk to you until you are going to be honest with yourself and just say that you're angry and upset. And I'm just like,
My God.
I'm not.
My God.
Like, I'm not
I disagree.
angry.
I agree with her.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know what anger is. I don't know what to do because I'm like, what happens when I notice that like I'm doing the wrong thing? Like, do I like slowly pretend to care less and less? Or do I flip the table and just be like, no, I am pretend angry? Even though in my heart of hearts I'm like, it's cool. Like, we don't have like, I'm from a culture that it's like, hey, let's roll with it. Like, it's all good. Like, no worries. Like, Hakuna Matata, let's just hit the beach.
Do you want to hear me? Do you want me to listen, or do you want me to tell you what I think is perceived?
Okay, that's a good word because somebody did say, like, it's about how you're perceived.
Yeah. Do you
And
want
I'm
me
like,
to tell you?
yeah, go
or-
ahead. Like, hit me with it.
All right. I just put on a boxing glove with like spikes on it.
It's
here's what I
finally
think.
time.
And just tell me when I'm off base, because I don't want to talk about something where I'm completely off base. It seems like there is something that is very important to you. And it seems like it keeps either getting swept under the rug or tossed around and no one really wants to hold it. And though you're passionate about it, not a lot of people are. And you are frustrated, but then it kind of got to the point where you're like, you know what? I don't really care anymore. But that, even if it wasn't meant to be, came off passive. And then people, and I know where you work, and it's a very direct culture.
Thankfully.
Yes, and it's a good thing. And maybe people perceived it as like, we can obviously tell you're still upset about it. And maybe, and I don't know if this is true, man, maybe you're processing it and struggling as you are, even though it's not necessarily a bad thing. And so it came out as passive and you still really care about it. But now you're kind of just like, whatever, who cares about me? And maybe it just came off a certain way.
Well, I apologized. You know, I told the people sorry. I told and then actually another person came to me and said they were sorry. They were like, I'm so sorry. I wasn't showing like attention and care for what you were talking about. Like, I apologize.
Well, I mean, whatever the thing is, maybe just realize, because I have no idea what you're talking about, so I don't really. But maybe just realize this isn't something that I guess is gaining traction or steam, and it might be just time to put it away for temporarily, and then maybe it's something you can bring back later on.
Yeah.
You know, after the holidays.
Okay, how about this? How about I bleep what it is so nobody knows, but you know.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Wait, how long is the bleep going to be? Wait, because if it's like an entire sentence, it's just going to
it goes for 28 minutes.
And then they beep, but my idea was clearly
with that.
Yeah. It's like we're just bleeping everything now.
And then it just stays bleeped until the end, and you're like, okay, you banter biscuits.
Thank you for. We even did a full gravy garnish, but Garrett couldn't stop.
It's like take care.
Yeah. All right, real quick, in like a sentence or a phrase, just tell me what it is.
So now Seth knows what I have been harping on.
I
all
want to
these
know
years, and yeah. So basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue not discussing that thing and discuss a different facet of it that people do care about. And I will say I was in the wrong. I will say I was in the wrong.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just hard. It's just hard because it's like for me, this thing is so glaring and like it pulls me in and sucks me in like a vortex so much that I don't understand how people don't like jump all into it. But it's totally fair to say that like we don't actually need everybody, to discuss it. So yeah, it's all good. But anyway, I got in trouble with everybody because they're like, your attitude was great, and then it sucked.
I can say if I could put my little tiny Monopoly sized top hat into
now that you know.
So you and I are similar. This is how we're similar. Because if like I'm stifled and I can't talk about something, I just simmer and I get really upset because I'm just like, no way, like I want to be heard.
But I was genuinely not upset. I was like, okay, I'm just accepting that I care, and that's all, and that's fine. Like I wasn't angry. Everybody wants me to pretend like I'm angry about it, and I'm like, I'm not.
I think you believe you're not upset. I think that's your conscious trying to push aside your subconscious here. I think
I will say I'm responsible for how I look. I will say that. Pat, definitely
Garrett's last name is Gitchell, and he has resting gitch face. Basically, what this is he'll kind of just like look like he doesn't give a crap, and half the time it's true, but the other time is because he's zoning out or he's just thinking about other things.
Yeah. Okay. Turning the wheels a little bit. How do you deal with conflict?
I have 4 restraining orders against me based on assault charges. No, I'm kidding.
It's 3 George Washington impersonators and a Barney the dinosaur.
Yeah.
All sitting around a table.
How I deal with conflict is different per person. It really depends on the type of person. My wife and I, we like to talk about things, and of course we handle conflict differently. Number 1, because we're best friends. Number 2, because we're married. So we see the best parts of each other and recognize those things, and also see the worst parts of each other and recognize those things. With a person who I will have a straight up conversation. I want to hear what they think. I like get down to, this is how I feel about this. What do you think?
Like before you say your problem. Like, just let me tell me what you think about this before I unload on you.
Kind of. It just depends. Like, if there is a conflict I have with somebody about a certain thing, I will tell them how I feel, and I also leave it open emotionally and logically to, I also want to hear your side. And then it also depends on, okay, well, where's the power? Is it an equal? Is it a student? Is it a boss? Is it a person who has more experience in life, whether it's a career or just life than me? And like, if it's a leader I have a conflict with, I will just tell them how I feel. And then I will say, I want to know how you feel. And I want this to be like, not because I don't believe in final word because things change, but I want to know where are you at with this right now? And that will kind of determine, because once I know someone's perspective, it clears a lot of the air for me to finally start to grow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's like a coworker, because here's the thing about coworkers in any profession, coworkers are never the same. You have really great coworkers, really not so great coworkers, really direct coworkers who are awful, really direct coworkers who are healthy, really passive coworkers or shy coworkers who are awful, really shy coworkers who are amazing, right? So it really just depends. My biggest goal for handling a conflict is making sure that the relationship is still like intact wherever it started, and also that after that conversation, we have left it, whether it's informationally or relationally, better than how we found it. That's my view.
Is it ever okay to run from a conflict? Like, I'm not going to touch that. I'm just going to ignore it and let it fester.
It's so nuanced, and I love the question.
Yeah.
It's nuanced because, okay, I'm running from a conflict. Does it involve me completely? Does it not? Is it something that is detrimental to X, Y, or Z? Is it actually going to fester, or is it kind of just petty and who gives a crap?
Well, I
don't
think,
know.
I think pick your battles is where I'm at.
I agree. Yeah.
And you cannot fight every single war. Look what happened to Germany.
I'm gonna, yeah.
But yeah,
it won't be any anything like 1918.
Yeah.
It was worse than 1918.
But the kraut was very good the second time.
And then the jail bar shut. Yeah.
So I think that there is definitely something to be said about like not being a person to shy away from dealing with nonsense, and like you can't just let people walk all over you. You have to definitely put your foot down sometimes.
Well, yes, for sure.
But have you ever, you know what the Enneagram is, right?
Yeah, ENFJ, blah, 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 blah.
No, not that thing, like the types,
I'm a number
1 through 9.
Oh, yeah, like I'm a 6 with a slight 7.
Yeah, so you don't have to, oh, God. Banished. What's the punishment for saying that on this podcast?
I don't know, dude. You started it a few episodes ago.
Okay, so this is wild. You don't have to know anything about Enneagram because I've done the research for you. But guess what? There is a type, and my boss and Audrey are both this type, which is so fun. This type 8, apparently goes looking for a fight. The healthy part of them, that the reason they do it is because they search out injustice, and they cannot help but jump in and be a part of the solution. Like it's just who they are. They're like the driver type. Like they have to. They absolutely have to go in and fix things. Like they're looking for not an argument necessarily, but like they enjoy the conflict. And to me, it's like that seems mentally sick.
Not well, but I think they're also the protagonist in a way where they think like, I'm looking for a fight because an injustice because their goal isn't to disrupt in a negative way, but to make things better.
No. And that's why it's healthy for society, is because we need those people. We absolutely need those people who are like, that's not cool. I'm going to stand up for that person, and you can't talk to them that way. And they just naturally are good at like picking that stuff out. Here's the thing. I'm a 7. And the numbers apparently, and please forgive me if I'm wrong, but if the number is right next to the other one, it's very not similar to the one next to you.
I can't remember, so I'll trust you. Yeah.
My 7 is I'm just looking for a party. Like if nothing gets accomplished at a meeting and we laughed and had fun, then I'll walk away from that meeting like that was such a productive meeting, even though we're in worse shape than we were when we started.
Yeah, it was a productive conversation. It accomplished nothing.
Yeah, right. Yes, and I walk away like totally overjoyed. But somebody like Audrey will walk away being like, what the heck was that crap? And like all upset because we didn't do anything.
Yes.
So so Audrey will typically like walk around like not looking for a fight, but she's prone to like those moments, and she's totally comfortable with them. So she will literally like pick out like her dream on her bucket list. This is real. It says punch a stranger.
Do you want me to wear a mask just so we can like?
No, because it wouldn't count because you wouldn't be a stranger. But she literally has that on her bucket list, and she's looking for somebody. I think what she's waiting for is somebody who's like stealing a purse, or like somebody who's like being a jerk, or like in a restaurant. She almost did it one day with like a guy who was like yelling at his girlfriend.
But that's assault. Like you can't just punch
just punch people. Yeah.
Do it when you're old and people are like, she's 85, whatever. Like, you know, like, oh man.
But it's really great, especially working for one of those people, because it's like, you know that they're going to deal with stuff. And you comparatively, like you try to look from their eyes and like, am I dealing with my nonsense well enough? And then if you're not, you can step it up and be like, oh, okay, this is how I'm meant to like interact and like work with this person. And I can say with great confidence, I feel like it would be horrible working for me, because it would be like, you wouldn't have a freaking clue what the measure of success would be. I would just be like, I don't know. Like, we're good.
Yeah. This is why I love working with you rather than for you.
Right. It would be terrible. We
could be in a plane. I don't know why it always goes back to this in all of our stories about real life tragedies. We could be in a plane crashing, and Garrett would be like, Garrett, how do I stop this plane crashing? You're like, I don't know, man. But
isn't it fun?
Skyline.
Look, you can float
skyline
as we're plummeting.
Yeah, Garrett is unhelpful, but boy, is he just a good companion to have around. Yeah. He's like Navi from Link, from Zelda.
I'm just I just walk up to you and I'm like screaming something. You're like, what? And I'm like, you can have the Kermit the Frog parachute.
Yeah. I want to backtrack real quick. You talked about walking all over, like you don't want people to walk all over you. I completely agree with that. To me, but it's such a leveled, layered thing because there are people. It's you ever see the anime One Piece?
No.
Okay.
No.
So, long story short, his name is Luffy. He wants to be king of the pirates. He's a rubber man. He's a pirate, and he's a good guy. But him and two members of his crew are in this like saloon, and these other pirates start coming in. And they're like the head pirates of the little island, and they just start beating up Luffy and his other crew member, spilling beer on them, disrespecting them, whatever. And Luffy just looks at Zoro. He's like, Zoro's his swordsman. He's like, don't do anything. Just let it happen. Who gives a crap?
Yeah.
Later on, they try to do it again, and Luffy like one-shots punches him like unconscious.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a great analogy to like people who are either like unstable. I don't like using the word lesser because I don't believe that. But people who are like, not really much of a threat, the loudest dog barking is always the weakest in the yard sort of deal.
Right. Like overcompensating for your actual strength.
They can quote unquote walk all over me because it's not an issue. It's like we all know you're crazy, or we all know you're blah, 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 or we all know that I'm better than this, and this isn't worth my time. It's like choosing your battles. The only time I don't like people walking over me is like, I either respect you and this isn't you and this isn't a way I want our relationship to be, so I'm going to stand up for myself because this isn't how this relationship works. Or if like you are a known troublemaker and if I don't squash this now, it's going to be a problem later.
Yeah,
that's the only really times.
I wonder what type you are. We need to do the test. We need to find out what type you are.
I am just who I am. And if you want to step up, get stomped out, or be my friend, you get two options. You know what I mean? Like, it is what I don't go out seeking trouble, but you don't want to find trouble with me, I guess is my point. Like, I'm not going to go around trying to instigate things, but don't you come up to me and start instigating things. So it really just depends on the relationship. Like, if you are providing, and it sucks to put it this way because I don't view my relationships fully like this, but it is what it is because this is life in reality. Relationships provide services, whether it's emotional, logical, friendly, business. So depending how strong the service you provide to me is will determine how aggressive I get with standing up for myself. So if you're just a coworker, like coming up to me and doing whatever, still got to be professional. We still have human resources, right? I got to look out for me, but I'm not going to let it slide, but I'm also not going to get like, unprofessional. But if like you're just a member of a congregation of a church and you're coming up to me starting crap, like, bro, church doesn't have HR.
Yeah,
like
right.
Let's tussle. Like let's talk it out or whatever. Like, so it just depends on the relationship too and who it is.
My services to you
is Advil.
I saw we're just in the Everglades and you're in the swamp. And there's just like 10 gators like circle around you. And I come up in a riverboat, or what's that? The boat with the fan.
I know what you're talking about because it's in like the Louisiana or Florida like swamps. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, hi there, boy. You want some help? And I just throw you a bunch of toothpicks.
Garrett is that person in your quest that will come up every now and then and be amazing dialogue, but offers nothing of help.
Yeah.
The story whatsoever. And then it's just gone. And then he's gone.
I'm like, I'm just kidding about the toothpicks. Here's a shotgun.
Yeah.
And you're just like, okay, cool. And you just shoot me.
And no, you're
like, okay, where was I with these alligators?
I pull the trigger and marshmallows just come out. I'm like, this guy. Unbelievable.
And then the alligators start eating them and forget all about you.
So what's the lesson to the biscuits here about conflict? What can they walk away with right now? That's your relationships are layered, and you get things from people which will prioritize how you view them. And if you want to get an Enneagram test, make sure it's not a 6 or a 7.
First of all, our biscuits don't come here for wisdom.
You know what? I need some knowledge and okay, maybe knowledge, but I want to know how to be a better person. I'm going to go listen to Banter Gravy.
Second of all, maybe what the Biscuits need this holiday season is not entertainment. Maybe they need therapy.
Please, God. You know what? I'm going to say this. Conflict resolution is very important around the holidays because you have people you to align with.
See, and that's why God put this on our plate to eat.
I don't understand that analogy. What are we eating?
A
nice piece of humble pie.
Humble ham. All right, Seth. You ready?
Oh, try to do it. Nope. You know what?
That's it.
That's it, Garrett, because no one says it as well as I do. We're doing gravy garnish biscuits.
Did you hear how synced we were on the all right, though?
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
all right.
I was going to say all right, Garrett, but then you're like, all right.
That was us. Hold on. That was us in a motorcycle with a sidecar on the freeway. And you know those little medians where it says like I-5 that way, I-73 that way. And we were driving we hit the median and I went this way in the sidecar.
Garrett just went the other direction. We're doing Garnish. And what I was going to do, Biscuits, is we were going to do Dick Van Dyke facts because he just turned 100. But then we realized it's actually a Christmas episode. So we're talking about conflict. We're talking about Christmas. So I decided to look up 7 fun facts about candy canes.
Oh, okay. That's much better than what I thought it was going to be.
All right, Biscuits. Here's 7 facts.
We cut it all out. Did the bleep just come back?
All out, but there was an entire little thing between me and Garrett about what he thought I was going to talk about, which I absolutely would not, versus the reality of what I'm going to talk about, which is 7 facts about candy canes.
Okay,
and you need to go tell your wife it wasn't about that other thing. Number 1, they weren't always hooked.
Oh, that's so interesting. Yeah, because why would you?
Early candy canes in the 1600s were straight white sticks. The curved hook came later, likely to resemble a shepherd's crook.
Oh, is this where the Christian mentality creeps its way into everything?
We're gonna don't get me started. We will get to that a little later. Number 2,
when we talk about the star on top of the tree.
Number 2, peppermint wasn't how the star in the sky was actually Mars. More at 11.
You said peppermint with all of the pent up passive aggressive anger that we were just talking about because of how your cat has destroyed your life.
Did I tell you how we were trimming our cat's claws and peppermint? My wife had peppermint because she picks them up and we put her and we swaddle her in a blanket. But like,
you mean you burrito up your cat so that they won't scratch you,
so we can trim their claws.
There's this thing that people have been doing for centuries. It's called,
don't say it. It's horrible.
It's called owning dogs.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say declaw them, because that is awful. Don't declaw your cats. No, but like peppermint was like a little like, because okay, here's what happened. Like we went to go trim their nails and all of a sudden we have to shut every door in the house so they don't run away. And she can, like, remember, you haven't seen Lord of the Rings. Well, there's a scene where Saruman has captured Gandalf and Gandalf tries to escape, but all 4 doors in the castle shut loudly. That's what was happening in her house, and Peppermint got spooked, so she clawed Shelby's chest and there was a giant claw mark. So when I say peppermint wasn't the original flavor, there is some anger towards the cat.
I have absolutely no sympathy for you. Also, I just want to remind everybody, this is the same animal that got mad because of food for one day. And she went on top of the refrigerator of the freezer, opened it in the middle of the night so everything would thaw out.
Yeah, that is so true.
I will give it to these things. They are smart.
That was so freaking true. When we didn't feed them before...
Wasn't it one day?
Well, we didn't feed them like 2 nights ago, and we come downstairs and half the Christmas tree ornaments are on the ground, and Shelby's plant was tipped over. So
when are you going to learn?
Peppermint wasn't the original flavor. The earliest versions were plain sugar candy. Peppermint became popular in the 1800s and eventually took over as the classic flavor.
That's not right. So it can't. Oh, yeah, because they're called candy canes. That makes sense. Okay, all right. Filling me
The
in.
red stripes are a modern addition. Candy canes were all white for centuries. Red stripes didn't become standard until the early 20th century.
Okay, so 1901
Yes,
or
Garrett,
1801. Wait,
20th century. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I thought you
1801.
were trying to pinpoint when early 20th century was. I'm like, yes, Garrett, 1901. Yeah, that is correct, though. I see what you mean. Yes, that is the early 20th century. They're strongly tied to Christmas, but not originally. Candy canes existed long before they were associated with the Christmas tree. Their holiday symbolism grew mainly in the 19th century, so that'd be the 1800s.
So every fact is, remember that thing that you eat every year? Yeah, it wasn't that.
Yeah, it was. It
For a
didn't
long
used to be
time.
like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, remember that thing that you eat every time that you go through the drive-thru and then you feel a little bit worse?
Yeah.
It wasn't
McDonald's.
always that way.
Yeah. It used to be good for you.
Yeah.
Number 5, they're one of the hardest candies to make. Candy cane production requires precise temperatures and timing. Even today, many steps are done by hand to maintain the shape and stripes.
Remember lizards?
Yeah.
They weren't always that way. 1.9 million years ago,
Yes.
they had much bigger teeth.
Remember your fat Uncle Jimmy who's diabetic?
He wasn't always that way. He was fun.
He used to be a varsity athlete, but then he met Miranda.
He didn't always pick up your RC cars and throw them over the fence into the neighbor's yard.
But when he does, it's with diabetes. Okay, back to candy canes. Fact number 6. The
Remember
US produced...
computers?
Oh God.
They didn't always show you
Imagine.
They didn't always keep you trapped on YouTube forever. They were at one point figuring out the code that Germans typed over the radio in World War II.
I was going to say, they were once trying to get astronauts back from being trapped from space. And it just goes back to Apollo 11. Why won't it send? And then it says updating with a Windows 11 symbol.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you for the permission. Number 6.
Hey, who's the boss of Gravy Garnish?
Well, remember the whole conflict thing?
Yeah.
We about to have some. Number 6, the U.S. produces billions of candy canes each year. Roughly 90% of candy canes are sold between Thanksgiving and Christmas, making them one of the most seasonal candies in existence.
Is it an American thing? Did you come across that in your research?
No. And I don't,
Okay.
Wait, no. Well, the U.S. produces billions each year, but I don't know.
I'm wondering if they're an American thing, like stoplights and jeans and iPhone.
Did you know that America created
Jazz.
German cake?
Baseball.
German.
Yeah. Yeah. I did know that, yeah. And hot dogs. And hamburgers.
I don't know. Wait, I don't. Number 7, they've inspired a lot of candy canes have inspired a lot of myths. Stories claim the stripes stand for religious symbols, or that shape forms a J for Jesus. These are also the same people that support Christian nationalism.
It does not.
But historians agree
It is not a J for Jesus.
that these meanings were added later, not a part of the original design. Crazy how that works.
I'm more likely to believe that it was the shepherd's crook, like the shepherds who came to see baby Jesus, than it was for the J. But
now, well, I mean, the first fact said likely to resemble a shepherd's crook, but with anything historically, likely cannot be taken as 100% fact.
Right.
The end.
And remember the early days when we used to do them, and I was like, 30 facts about
My God.
baseball.
Yeah. And I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but by fact number 3, I'm like, dear God, it's been 20 minutes.
It was like fact 19.
Yeah.
And then it was just Seth like, oh dear God. At the
Yeah.
time we didn't do video.
All right, all you Banter Biscuits, we truly here at Banter Gravy, meaning Garrett and I, hope you guys have a wonderful, and this is going to trigger Garrett, holiday season. And we hope that whatever you celebrate during this time, you become fulfilled. And we hope to see you after Christmas is over.
Don't be mad. Just own up to how angry you are about how you're subscribed. Take care.
Premium.